before you can possibly get it right out there in the world.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to mention, actually, I feel prompted to mention your upcoming podcast. Please tell us what the name of your upcoming podcast is.
So my upcoming podcast is indeed called Messy Midlife. It's not a crisis, it's a calling to connect. Yeah.
Fantastic. I saw a post that you put up about it and I thought, that is just genius.
I'm really touched, thank you, because like I toyed with the idea for a long time. Probably about a year ago, I went on a day's course. I came away. I was like, I don't know whether I can do this. And so I've sat with it for a year. But I think, in the last year, I've done a lot of podcast guesting, and I've just realized how powerful a space it is, and um, how it opens media up to everybody, and it's the most beautiful way to give everybody a voice. I almost think it's like anti-celebrity. This is my new thing. It's like anti-celebrity. And so, there's that whole bit back to, it's funny, isn't it, how we do these circles in our conversations, but back to this whole thing of social media and externalizing and aspiring to be all these things out there. But, there are so many amazing stories. I meet so many amazing people. And I just decided that, yeah, a podcast about that, my experience. And I already know that there are others out there to share that space and normalize it, because it, you know, it's just a sign of your humanity, and it really isn't a crisis. In fact, the reason it's a calling to connect, because when I work with clients, I say, you know, part of the reason it exists is our lives are moving at such a fast pace these days that, when I arrived at 50, I was like, well, this doesn't look at all familiar, because all the concepts of it I'd grown up with. And I think pretty much, post war, baby boomer, Gen X upwards, it's moving at such a pace that, my grandparents grew up with a very big, by 50, it would be this, and you would do this, and you would do this. And when I look at photographs of them, in fact, I looked at a photograph the other day and worked out that I think my grandmother could only have been 55 in the picture, but she looks like she's 75, just in terms of dress and appearance, and how I thought of it. And so I think when as we arrive at these ages, we're like, well, hang on a moment. What's it? so, so when I work with clients, I go, but look,